All right, what's up, good folks? It's your homie, Uncle Willie Lee HM, Word Overdose TV, your daily dose of words. You can find me on Twitter at Willie Lee HM. You can find me, Word Overdose TV, on all social media platforms, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started. Tell y'all about the homie. So we got a fellow Saginaw brethren. He gonna come in for an interview today. He want to set the record straight on a few issues. Now, the homie Tamandol, Doster. He's again a Saginaw alum. Came up in them BV streets back in the day. We brothers from a very small township in a small city that are making our moves all throughout this world. So I believe he's down in Illinois at this moment, living a good life, married with children, right? And we're going to be talking about the big homie as the Trigger King, TD the Trigger King. So he's going to be able to give his own views on his own issues. And as a disclaimer, I'm an interviewer here, right? I do not endorse any viewpoint on either side. I'm more so here to give good pushback, good feedback, and a lot of audience a chance to actually get to know the man, what he actually stands for, what he stands on, right? The man got principles that he stands on. So we're going to jump into all that good stuff. I'm going to bring up the homie, Tamandol, Doster, and let him introduce himself, guys. What's up with you, bro?
What up? What up?
All right.
What up, Willie?
All right,
Thanks
tell us about you, man.
Thank you for having me. First, I want to say what's up to everybody out there. Shout out to Finesse the Trap. This is my brother clothing line. He's doing big major moves and coming out of Houston, Texas. He's been throwing clothes nationwide, Florida, Texas, Cali, Chicago, all over. So shout out to him and to my nonprofit organization, because I am in them streets literally giving back to the community. It's called Guardian Angels. We got the angel wings on the back.
That's
so
dope.
Shout out to all that right there though. So I just wanted to, me and Willie, we have been chopping up. We have been said that we wanted to do a solo interview with me because some of my beliefs and ideologies have been gaining momentum in these Facebook streets. So did you have any questions you want to start off with, or you just want me just to go into?
No, we can go real quick. So tell us about the era you grew up in, your city, your circumstances of growing up.
All right. So first off, I started off, Saginaw, Saginaw is a small city. So I think it's a small city with big city dreams and stuff. So I started off, I was born on the north side of town. I will never forget my address, 7th and Johnson, 317 and a half North 7th. So I grew up on the north side till I was 7 years old. At the time, it was nice back in that era. I grew up in a single parent home with my father being the support outside the home. So growing up, my mama, she had one sister and 4 brothers. And out of my mother's siblings, of her brothers, one was an artist. He was very creative with his hands. He's a creative, and the other three was bona fide pimp. And so me, I grew up in that era where I seen the dope, like same thing. Like I shout out to my man Charleston White, where we seen the pimp Dolomite era and stuff, where my uncle used to pull up in the drop top Fleetwood Cadillac suicide doors, yellow, the white guts in the inside. My other uncle pulling up in the burgundy Fleet with the hard top, black top on with the burgundy interior in there. So I grew up in that era. I seen a lot of the pimp activities. We know about Fillmore Slim Detroit era. How they say that was kind of like the foundation and the basis of how pimping got started. So
how did the pimp era influence you?
So the pimp era influenced me as far as seeing my uncles. It was one of my uncles. They called him the young Billy Ocean. He had the caramel color complexion with the Jerry curl. My other uncle, he went by the name of Smooth because he was super smooth. They know him right now to this day. Rest in peace to my uncles. They most of them dead except one. But growing up seeing that, it really didn't have no negative effect on me in the way I view and deal with women. But it was like one of those. I wanted to be like that type situation. I'm young, influential in my formative years. So watching that, it was glamorous to see these men, gator shoes on, stepping out, silk shirts on, with a whole bunch of women around them that loved them and adored them, regardless of the circumstances. Because at the time, just seeing it, we don't know the circumstances that these women are being manipulated and used to be put on the market for, like hot meat. So, but so that's what how the pimp era influenced me, man. I was very influential, man, with me growing up, though.
Did you ever think about getting into pimping?
No, it didn't so much take me to get into pimping, but it made me want to be around women all the time and wanted to, just be interested in how women thought, how women moved, I mean, how women felt. So, I grew up a womanizer, and I had a lot of women growing up, a lot of women in Saginaw. I ain't gonna never say that, I ain't speak their name, but when they see my face, they know what I did to them. You know what I'm saying? So it, it just influenced me. I'm that little funny, ugly nigga that make them laugh. You can laugh them out their panties anytime. So
yeah.
So it really didn't have too much negative effect on me. It made me really appreciate the vulnerability of women and what they had to offer, because a woman really does have something to offer that's quality and on her purpose and stuff.
What do you feel it is that a woman can offer a man?
Okay, so when I think about that, I think about a man. Every man has his individual purpose in life that he's on his own path and on his own goal. So to be really in general and about it, a woman, her purpose, her sole purpose, and our sole purpose on this earth is to create and multiply and have consider a nuclear family where the child is brought up in a two-parent household, where we know that statistics show that kids that grew up in a single-parent household, where the majority of them that's in mother raised household, they a lot of juvenile incarceration, a lot of similar views on life, how far as a woman daughter seeing her have men in and out the household. She tends to be more impressionable and influential by her mother's actions. Man, it's a list of goes on and on about what happens with these single parent households. So, but what a value that a woman brings to it is all individually for that purpose of a man, but the sole purpose of a woman is to be that man's peace. Because us as black men, not to feel like we got it so hard, but we do have it hard, man. When I wake up in the morning and in my morning stretch, I think about I'm black in a society where that feel like I am a threat to society. Man, even waking up, walking out my door every day, it's a struggle just for being a black man in America.
So what do you feel like? what do you feel like the women are getting wrong with providing peace? I think a lot of women feel like they are quality mates. They feel like they make a quality mate and that they do provide peace. What say you to that?
Social media, cultural music, and all feminism, it all brought a negative effect on the black household. See, back in the day when the feminist movement moving around, when these it was white ladies that trying to push the narrative. They was out fighting for equality and equal rights with as men and equal pay. But they was running back to their husband, wherein the black woman, she pushed the husband out and then was offered government assistance, food stamps, and low income to subside for the man's income. But the white woman that was pushing this narrative, she went back to her home where her husband was at, and cooked and provided for her family and her children on a daily basis. While the black women in general, they pushed us out the household, man. Even right now to this day, when they say, I'm young, independent, I don't need no man, they independent of what? Most of them is black, so they independent of the black man. You don't hear white women and Mexican women talk about, I'm independent and I don't need no man. So this is really, really a vulture culture in our community. You know,
I want to touch on that as well. My thoughts on feminism in general. I think the black woman had no real fight in feminism. She should not have joined aboard this feminist movement. The white woman had her own issues with her man. The white woman, wouldn't let her vote, wouldn't let her go to school, kicked her ass in the house, wouldn't let her, do anything outside of his control. The black man has never been in a position where he stopped his woman from working, stopped his woman from going to school, stopped his woman from voting. In fact, the black man was going through the same problems that the black woman was.
Same struggles.
So instead of working together, we saw that our woman decided to join forces with the white woman. Though the white woman had an issue of her own with her man. The black woman's issue with her man and the white woman's issue with her man were not the same issue. So I think we got it wrong in that aspect back in the day. Welfare and decimated our community. Meaning that man could not, if a woman wanted to get government assistance for her children and herself, she had to have no man in the home. This created an environment that fostered kicking these men out. Yeah. So I say on those aspects, it's a very valid point that feminism has decimated our community. Welfare, mass incarceration, hip hop culture, a lot of these things. So yeah, do keep touching on it, bro.
So them all that what you just spoke is all the things I talk about when I hit the Facebook streets. I focus on black men, how they would rather be a rapper than to be in the field of STEM. You know, we strive in STEM. That's science, technology, and so
science, technology, engineering, math. Yeah.
Right. So I was one of those ones. I went to college and got me a degree in construction management. So and that catapulted me on the way to me becoming a successful six-figure man. But they too focused on the glitz and the glamour and the glory of what rap brings. And man, I studied a lot of this. I didn't like to watch a lot of documentary. Man, all they ever done was bring hurt and pain to our black community. But it is so glorified that even women in our community rather have the dope boy, the scammer, the drug dealer than to have the 9-to-5 plant worker that's making average $42,000 a year. That's roughly $20 an hour. They rather take their chance in their life at dealing with a man that's not suit viable. And this is why we see that there's a lot of single women, because they all flock to the majority of that one archetype of man. So
all right. So do you feel like you yourself fell victim to the gang culture back in your early years?
So yeah, I fell victim to the gang culture back in 98. So before that, man, we was in Buena Vista. You know, I transitioned from the north side when I was 7 years old, and my mom, you know, so back then, you know, watching my uncles and them and everything, striving and everything. My mom was out there. My mama lost her mama when she was 16 years old. So, you know, they grew up in a household with a stern daddy, but they rebelled and bucked against him because they didn't have that nurturing mother in their life. So, my mom and them, they lived a high life until I was 7 years old. My mama gave her life to Christ. So in that transition, moving from her giving her life to Christ, all that extra and all that money that she got from in the streets hustling, you know, getting drop offs, getting pickups and stuff. So and my uncle and them dropping her off cash and stuff. So she didn't want to take none of that and none of that handouts from them. From what we did when we was growing up before my age of 7, man, we had a good life. But she moved on and got her got found Christ in her life, and that's when she moved us from the north side to Buena Vista when I was 7 years old. And that transition brought on, she couldn't take all that money, so she had to get it how she can. So we had it hard after I turned 7 years old. We moved to BV. We moved out of more of a poverty area to the suburbs of Buena Vista, where it was a little better as far as the area, but our social status and my mama's social economic standards went low because now she ain't getting all that extra free money from doing negative. She had to do all positive in her life now.
Was you born in the projects?
No, I wasn't born in the projects. It's funny. I was
born in the projects on the north side that they tore down.
No, see, I was born on First Street over the Temple Theater back in the day when the Temple Theater was booming and stuff. So that's where my mama's first apartment was, and then we moved to 7th Street, and then we moved to BV. So a lot of my majority of my adolescence ages, I was in BV. I did elementary, middle school, and then some of my high school up to 9th grade at BV. And I love BV. And that's why when I get on there, I say that people don't know me because my transitions through that process, I left a lot of people behind because when I'm thinking I'm gonna go and graduate in BV because I grew up from the elementary, middle school, and high school, and my mama switched on us and moved me at my 9th grade, going to my 10th grade year to Bridgeport. So all my friends that I grew up around with in BV, I had to leave behind. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably why I didn't know you, because you didn't go to BV. Yeah. Like you were a couple years older than me. I would have saw you like my, you know what I'm saying? You would have been a upperclassman of mine, but I didn't get it. I didn't go to school with you because you left in the 9th grade kind of thing. But I want to ask you, what was the appeal of the gang culture for you? Like,
So
today, by understanding what is the actual appeal of gang culture for a young man?
So for it ain't no appeal in gang culture other than for money and protection. For me, I was out there in the streets basically solo. So I ran to the gang culture I was considered a hustler in the gang. So I was never actually gang bang. It was only at the point at the end of my of me being noticed as and then affiliated and associated with gang members that I took on the role of clapping back, getting clapped at. So I actually was like one of those hustler types that I sold drugs. I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of it because it made the man I am. But so gang culture, it ain't got no positive influence on nobody because the gang culture now. Back in the day, even like with the GDs and stuff, they were trying to unify brothers to stick together with each other. So this it ain't no unification in gang membership right now. More of just murder, kill. And it's sad to say that even it went from being jumped into a gang to now killing to be involved in a gang. So now you got to be even associated, affiliated with a gang. You got to put a hit. You got to hit somebody. Back in the day, they'd jump you in. Now you got to go. They put hits out on folks, and you got to go out there and put your work in to be part of the actual real corporate gang.
So you think the gangs are worse today than they were yesteryear?
They definitely worse than what they is, man. Gang violence. I study stats and statistics. So gang violence, 80 to 90% of all black homicides is committed by other black men. And 56% of that number is committed by men. They knew that person. It was somebody that they hung around with, they associated with. So 60% of them people that got killed, they knew who killed them. And then we see that even in Saginaw culture, how it's such a close-knit community. Blacks killing blacks in Saginaw is not even, they yarn at it now, because just recently they had a peaceful Freaknik party, and what happened? 3 people dead, because one was found overnight the next day. 3 people dead, multiple injured, and all because women wanted to go out there and shake their butt, have a good time. It's funny, but it's not funny what happened out there. I feel bad for my community. But this is what happened. They can't even throw no functions without gang violence.
What's the portion of it that the men are responsible for?
What the portion?
Did you hear me?
You said what's the portion
of this perpetuating of gang culture? Like, we understand that the women are attracted to such men, rather foolishly, I might add. But we also got to say there are men that are participating. There are men that are pulling these triggers. There are men that's trying to flex on other men to get clout, to get the girls. What's the portion of it that we hold the men responsible for the degradation of our community?
Well, as far as gang culture, the men is 100% at fault, because ain't no women out there recruiting these young men. There's a whole bunch of knucklehead men out there recruiting vulnerable, impressionable other young men to do their dirty work, to sell drugs for them. You know, they want to be the enforcer while they pass down. They got foot soldiers and stuff walking the streets. Man, I didn't heard and seen and know about them niggas making them young cats go out there and do hits on stuff that happened to that man like 10 years ago. He found a young nigga that can go take out his adversary that he had a problem with 10 years ago. So, you know, it's just, man, the black man and the black gang violence, man, it's so horrible. We, you know, I can only speak on black men, but we know the Mexican cartels and all that stuff. They very, very ruthless when it comes to killing people. But where it looks bad on us is because we already a minority and we killing each other. So we not winning. I said it. I posted. I said rap music, rap culture only brings self-genocide. It promotes materialism. It promotes prostitution. You know, it promotes a lot of stuff that and mentally that we absorb and we think is okay. Because
what city are you in? What city are you in?
I'm in Southern Illinois. It's called Carbondale, so I'm like 5 hours away from Chicago. I moved away from Saginaw because of the gang violence, because I had got set up and got targeted. They tried to assassinate me. That's what they did. I was in the car by myself, and 2 gunmen. One of them jumped out of the vehicle with 4 guys from behind me and shot at me. And during my escape, I put my car in neutral, scared running, and I coasted up to. I see another guy in my peripheral from my right. He jumped the fence, and I had to pass by him, and he was shooting at me on my driver's side. So I had bullets coming from behind me, bullets on the side of me, and I ended up getting out of that because I call people cars they tag, because when somebody see your car with rims on it, they know, oh, that's old boy with that car. That's old boy with that car. So they knew my car because my car had rims and stuff on it at the time, and so I was set up. That's not the only ever altercation I didn't have with gang stuff, but that was like one of the turning points for me leaving Saginaw, because after they did that, they called my brother up and was like, "Yeah, we got your brother." They thought they killed me, but they didn't though. So
how long ago was that? How long ago you been out of Saginaw?
I've been out of Saginaw for 12 years, going on 13 years. So this is back in 2000. When the last time you went to visit? Huh?
When the last time you went to visit?
So that incident happened in 2009. I went last year to my mama and my stepfather's 26th anniversary. I went back to Saginaw. They threw a they threw like one of those whatever party where they celebrate and vow renewal and stuff. So I went back to Saginaw last year. Actually, I used to trip with Saginaw a lot when I was out there in the streets. I'm just gonna say hustling. We would keep it like that. So I had ties in Saginaw on one end. I had ties in Texas and California on the other end. When I was at the peak of my drug activities, man. I thank God that I made it out of that too. I made a lot of money, but I also hurt a lot of people. Man, it's crazy. So last year was the last year I was in Saginaw.
What's the closest big city to you right now?
I'm closest. I'm like an hour. I'm an hour and 40 minutes away from St. Louis. So I do a lot of traveling down to St. Louis. And I met a lot of cool cats down in St. Louis. I met some plugs from out of St. Louis, man. I shout out to all my folks that be watching that know me.
Yeah, I like St. Louis.
Huh?
I say St. Louis.
Man, I love St. Louis, man.
I like St. Louis, yeah.
Man, I love St. Louis. I go down there. I go down there often as I can. Go down to St. Louis. Say that again, bro. I'm sorry.
I said they be hooping a lot down there in St. Louis. They get their hoop on down there. I like good hooping cities. So I want to say, what's the gang violence in the areas that you're in right now? Is it still a lot of are black men different in your area now than they were in your hometown, or is it universal around the nation? Black men doing black men things.
So it's universal. This is not the only city I done stayed in. I done stayed in little small towns in Iowa. I done stayed in. I done stayed in a lot of places. So the gang violence and gang culture has ravaged the United States, far in the black communities, urban areas. It has stained our community in a whole. That's why when I say the black community as a whole has been majorly affected by the gang culture. Down here, it's not a lot of killings, but it's still prevalent. You see in Saginaw, they do they set trip. Down here, they still throwing bandanas up. So down here is BDs, GDs, vice lords. Saginaw is north side, east side, west side. So that's the difference in gang culture compared to Saginaw. See, Saginaw, they turf war. Down here, I guess they could say they set trip down here. And then Saginaw is more of a turf war type thing, So over here is only like one side of town where it's considered the east side, where you can go over and find, the poverty, the babies walking in the street with no shoes on, with diaper hanging out. So it is that area down here, and any city you go to is the area where they push the black men and black women in to make sure they can, I could say keep a watchful eye on them from the top. So. In every city and community you go to, it's a niche area where they consider it urbanized, and they stick all the black people in this area. Because they know a lot of the crime and a lot of the drugs and stuff come from out of the black area. So they monitor that. You see, in this area down here, it's cameras and around light poles and all this stuff. We go to the east, to the west side of town, ain't no cameras. It's all nice, it's clean, So. The gang culture down here is a lot about, we got people, I'm in the middle, so we got people coming from Chicago. We got people coming from Chicago. We got people coming from St. Louis, and they meeting up here in the middle. Once back in the 1930s and 40s, this was really, they called it a drug trafficking area. So, like I say, I'm in the middle of America. Like St. Louis is considered the middle of America, where the St. Louis arc separates the north from the south. And so, they coming from Chicago with this gang violence, and they coming from St. Louis with this gang violence, and they bringing it to my community where I'm at right now. Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing wrong about my community in Carbondale. I love it. It's 1,000 times better than it is in Saginaw. We ain't had no killing, and probably like 3 months, man got killed because of altercation that had something to do with somebody he knew, and it wasn't gang related. But you can go over there on the east side of Tamandol, and they going to folks, GDs, and all that stuff.
Tell us about Guard the Angels, the nonprofit.
All right, but Guard the Angels is a nonprofit organization that me and my wife started during the pandemic. When the pandemic happened, a lot of people went into their thinking caps. They had to try to figure out some ways of making money. So my wife been in the community, doing community work for over 15 years. She worked hand in hand with Addicts Community Service. This is a service down here where they provide means and resources for the youth in the community. So she worked and did that for like 10 years, and then she also did, the proverbial, everyone wanted to be a CNA help doing a home healthcare. So she did that for like 5 years of her life as well, to 5 years of her life as well. So she's been doing a lot of community giving back to the community. So we started Guardian Angels during the pandemic in 2020. And our main focus and goal is to mentor and tutor the youth in my community, only in my community, because, I see the need in our community. And like I said, she was working with Addicts Community Service, and she said she wanted to do something on her own. So we established this 501c3 and the sole purpose of helping the kids. Rest in peace to Whitney Houston. She made that song, I Believe the Children Are Our Future, and it really is in the Black community. This is why I preach and I talk strongly about having that nuclear family, because a lot of kids that grew up like I grew up in a single parent, single mother household, and they get subjected to a lot of the negatives that a father, if he was in the household, he would have that stern disability that, it bucked against the system, just like I bucked against the system and my daddy bucked against the system. So we established this, and like today we got an event. We going out there and we doing we giving away summer toys, and we feeding. We doing chili cheese hot dogs, bacon cheeseburgers, chips and juices. Go out there and play some gospel music and stuff. Just get some feel good stuff. This is our third year doing this. Then we got another upcoming event in August where we do backpacks. We're doing 100 backpacks. My wife actually got put on the news for our first event we did, which was the backpack giveaway, our first event we did back in 2020. And she got awarded the Unsung Hero Award, where they thanked her in our whole area. She did her little 5 minutes, 10 minutes of fame, as you will. So, people really noticed us when she got put on the news for our first event with our backpack giveaway. Like I say, now we getting our backpack giveaway is being sponsored by $1 billion company called Prismian Group. This is one company I work for, where they are backing us up with a lot of funding. They hosting the backpack giveaway where they doing the backpack school supplies. Last year we did the walking tacos, so I think we're gonna do that again, because man, we had a big turnout. We ran out of backpacks, man. It was crazy. And 100 backpacks, you think is a lot. And they had even churches giving away backpacks, man. It's still a need. So this is real quick. This is why we started Guardian. This is why we started Guardian the Angels. This is the reason why we started Angels, man. We do a lot of community work. We doing in November we do the Family First Meal, where we feed the elderly. My wife is an excellent cook. We do the turkey. We actually give them a traditional turkey dinner with the dressing and the baked macaroni and the green beans and potatoes with their dessert and their fruit. So we pass that out to the elderly in the community, man. All this stuff is on my Guardian Angels website, man. So I'm actually in the community. I call myself the Kevin Sanders with a little sprinkle of Charleston White, because I do my thing in the hood, so I can always, I be on Facebook showing out and talking stuff and trolling, but I'm actually in these streets. Like I said, we got an event at 12 o'clock, so I'm pushing for time. I really wanted to get on here to address some accusations and allegations that some of the bitter sisterhood Saginaw had against. So we gonna jump on that in a minute. I'm only gonna get them. Yeah, I only want to get them. I only want to get them women like 5 minutes of my time, so they can't. I ain't gonna give them all of that.
All right. So we just went over the background. We're finna take a quick break. I'm finna go get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. 30 seconds, y'all. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna address the allegations. We just got his background. We're gonna address the allegations, and then we're gonna talk about his message and how we moving forward. All right. So stay tuned. Right. Give me one moment.
All right. They still standing. I put this on. This. Yeah. Yo, yo, yo. All right, all right. Finesse the trap. We I'll get some of that merch, y'all. Doing big things. Finesse the trap, y'all. We got a whole bunch of different logos.
Never.
All right, you know, push my brother stuff. My brother down there doing big things in Texas, man. They got clothing store down there.
Gail said, what's the website? You said finessethetrap.com?
Yeah, it's finessethetrap.com, ftt.com, man. He got a whole bunch of different logos. Man, my brother been pushing this for like the last 4 years, man. When everybody, funny is everybody want to run and do these clothing line, man. My brother really serves into making a clothing line. You know, we see a lot of urban clothing lines already in Saginaw. They pushing Wealthy, but I like Wealthy too. They pushing No Risk, No Bag, Big Fat. Shout out to Rob, man. And he got that title, man. Shout out to Rob. Him and his brother, they over there pushing Big Facts clothing line. You know, I try to make sure I stay hip to a lot of stuff that's going on in Saginaw as well.
I feel you. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's see if we can get this stream shared. I want to see if it'll pop up on here, so we can make sure we can address the right stuff. So the last couple of days been having a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
And let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Last couple of days been having a lot of controversy. So I want to address this real quick. So I'm going to read it out loud, and then we're going to get it off and let you go ahead. I just realized all the name calling was done off the profile picture. Stupid ass ain't have enough sense to go through my pics. Meanwhile, I don't found your ex-wife name, where he stay, who his mama is, and about that allegedly young girl he impregnated that led up to his divorce. I only say allegedly because I'm smarter, stupid mother. Who? Nah, that's some tea for your ass to simmer on tonight. Checkmate, little. All right. Boom. We're gonna get that off. So we're gonna jump into it. So what say you, bro? What's that all about, man?
So first off, let me say that it's funny. I laugh at it because they you know, that's a bit of sisterhood. They went back and did some stuff up 20 years ago. But no, one reason why I get on Facebook and say what I want to say, because I can make sure growing up I crossed my T's and dotted my I's. So I don't got nothing that's not publicly known about me that somebody can bring up some skeletons in my closet. I don't got no skeletons in my closet. That's why I can feel free and unfiltered to say I want to say. A lot of these BBLs, you know, big back ladies out here on Facebook, that's what they BBLs is, big back. They out here, you know, they mad because a nigga like me can say what I want to say. You know, the thing is, for sure is that I don't got no sexual interest in none of these bras, so I can say what I want to say on Facebook, unadulterated, unfiltered, because I don't want to have sex with them. I got a beautiful traditional black queen that love the ground I walk on, and man, and if it wasn't for her, though, I wouldn't be where I'm at today now. So my wife don't work. My wife don't work. She ain't putting all the extra strain and stuff on her body. Hey, shout out to all the women that work out, but my wife don't work out, man. My wife don't work. She's very well pampered. I just bought her a big old Range Rover. She ride around. You know, all she do is wash my clothes and make sure the house clean. She taking her little lunches and brunches with her little female friends and stuff. They out there laughing and joking and talking about sewing and all types of stuff. I don't know what they be talking about, but you know what I'm saying. So, man, my life is really, really different than the average man life. You know what I'm saying? She call herself trying to shame me for some stuff I did in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Because for one thing, black women try to shame men for messing with younger women. I was married at the time. Now I'm out there a player. I had multiple women. I remember one time I had like 9 women. So you know what I'm saying?
You
I
had
had all
9
the
women. You had 9 women while you were married. All right.
yeah. So
time would you say you respected the institution of marriage?
all right, so I'm young. I'm done. I can't make no excuse. I'm done, but I'm young. I'm having fun, man. You know, I married the chick because I thought she was a winner. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never down talk no woman I never ever messed with. So she was, you know, she was worthy enough to marry, and she was a single mother. She was worthy of me to marry. I messed that up. You know, you only get a couple good women in your life. So I believe, you know, my I would have never married my ex-wife if she wasn't like on that. She was one of those traditional wives. She cooked and cleaned and took care of the house. So you know, I mean, shout out to my wife, even no matter how hard feeling.
I said, did it help her in the aspect of keeping you from going astray? The fact that she cooked and cleaned and took care of the house. She was a traditional feminine woman. Did she get rewarded for such efforts?
Then she got rewarded from my paycheck. So one thing for sure is men and women are totally different, man. I talk about this all the time. See, a woman can find a man that she loves, admire, and respect, and no other man she see. She only see that man that she with. But for a man, you can love a woman and still go out there and get your sexual desires met and fulfilled by other women, and still go back home and love the woman you with. So men or women are totally different. So you know, your wife, man, she only see you. Can't nobody met no other man, no man with money or nothing get her attention because she loves, admire, and respect you. So my ex-wife, she loves, admire, and respect me, and I loved her, but I still wanted to go out and do my thing, even though, you know, she wasn't no saint either. Like I said, I ain't gonna break up none of the stuff she did, but you know what I'm saying? It was a two tit for tat with me and my first ex-wife. So
a question. Do you feel like did you, in getting it right the second time around with the second wife, do you feel like you showed better dick discipline today?
Man, to be honest, no, I didn't at the time when I first got married. I still. Do
you show better dick discipline now? You know what I'm saying?
I do now, man, because for one thing, I always say that that men are inherently and biologically hardwired to want more women. So, either you age out and then you just be like, oh, I'm gonna keep this woman I get, and you be faithful and committed to her, or is another saying that you only as faithful as your options, and another one is that lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I really value my marriage. Now I definitely do have discipline. Oh, excuse me. I definitely had that discipline because I had a divine intervention where God stepped in and changed me for the better. So a lot of the old me ain't the same me, definitely when it comes to cheating and relationship wise. So I respect my wife to the utmost, man. I never sleep with another woman and disrespect my wife, because don't no other woman deserve to have, you know, to be able to gloat over her and say that she slept with me. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm worth something. I might be another nigga, but you know, women look at men for his appearance, his social status, his resources. So yeah, I might be ugly, but I got resources, and I'm a Doster. You know what that means. So,
hey, Brandy Bates says, respectfully biting my tongue. I'm just listening for now. So we gonna have the ladies out here listening. I'm gonna want the ladies, as you listen, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all leave comments, and make sure y'all follow the pages. Also share if you can. Let's get this out. Everybody been wanting to hear from the man. We're gonna get the word from the man mouth himself. So go ahead, keep listening, Brandy. I got you. All right, and again, ask your questions. You can hit the stream. You can come in the comment section. Hey, I put the StreamYard up. If anybody want to get live, get Froggy, jump on. The man right here. So y'all got an opportunity
to
ask questions y'all want. Man said he ain't running from no smoke, y'all. So
I'm here.
Again,
okay.
I want to say this. Oh, hold on. Brady say, what are these BBLs you speak of? You said big black what? What'd you call it, bro?
Big back ladies.
Big back ladies. Big back.
Big back ladies. BBLs.
hey, that was a good one, y'all. I wasn't expecting that one. All right, so going back to these allegations. All right,
right. Let's go. So,
all right, let me break it down real quick. They said that your mama broke, your brother broke, and you like him a little too young. So, what say you on that?
okay. So with the allegedly, so they got I was cheating on my ex-wife with a little young tenderoni. She was 18 going on 19. Mind you, me, women don't like, women always try to shame a man for dating women that's younger. But I was in my 20s. My baby mama, rest in peace to her. We ain't gonna say her name because she is dead and gone, man. And I love that girl. So um, she was 19 years old and I was 27, something like that. So I was like 8 years older than that. I mean, we still in the range. Most women, believe you me, most women mess with men between the 7 and 10 year range anyway. Um, so what it was we had a baby. The baby ended up passing away. This is all verified, So I ain't tripping on that. But they try to shame you when you mess with a young one. And for sure, like my wife was older than me, so I had growing up anyway. I always kept me a little fly little tenderoni. I ain't never messed with no woman underage, so that wasn't the case. But they try to make it seem like that's why she throw in allegedly and all that stuff. I mean, it was fact.
So officially, how old was she when she had the baby?
She was 20.
Okay. All right. So y'all hear
So
that?
So it's all documented, man. I put the obituary from 2006, almost 17 years ago. So you got to think about it. 2006, she had the baby, so we was messing around about 2004, almost 20 years ago, man. So, but if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at right here down in Carbondale, because she moved, her and her mom and them, after the baby died. So her and her mom, because me and her was staying together at the time. Me and my baby mom was staying together at the time. And had her own place, and she was like, she's done. She was mad at me for studying, messing around. I wouldn't leave my wife and all that stuff. So she moved down here to Carbondale, and 4 years later, let me see, 5 years later, she was like, "Hey, come down here to Carbondale, man. It's good down here. You ain't got to you ain't got to worry about all the violence and all that stuff." She's like, "Come down here." So I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna pack up. I left my wife. I was getting a divorce. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pack up and move down here with my baby mama. We had a history and stuff, and I still had love for the woman and stuff. So I moved down here. Me being a dog, I still am. I got down here. I played on her. She ended up leaving me in Carbondale and moved to Louisiana. So I was stuck down here. No family, no friends, no distant cousins, no relatives and stuff. So I was down here. And God blessed me to meet the wife I'm with today, man. If it weren't for her and her family taking me on, man, like everybody in this community know them Browns, they stand strong out here. So I got down here, and I met this woman, and man, she opened the gates. Her family opened the gates to me, man. I mean,
a question. Latoya Baker says, "Is there a better way for him to effectively engage his audience without demeaning people?" Now, before you answer this, I was just talking about this the other day. Constructive criticism versus destructive criticism. Constructive criticism is criticism meant to build you up. So an example of construction criticism would be, the way you moving right now might not be the best look. Bro, I suggest you try to do it this way. Or man, the way you lacking dick discipline right now is gonna lead to some hard times for you. That's not hating. That's meant to tighten you up a bit, tug your coat, build you up. Destructive criticism would be criticism meant to tear you down. Look at you. You ain't going to be shit. Your daddy ain't shit. Look at your retarded ass. You an idiot. That's destructive, meant to tear you down. So a lot of the women feeling like the way you're trying to get your message across is coming off as destructive. For example, the BBL earlier. That would be considered, I look at it as comedy. That's a good punchline. At the same time, there's the women out here with some wide ass backs. You know what I'm saying?
Football players.
There's a certain way about that, right?
80% of black women, 80% of black women, 80% of black women in the community are overweight. 80% of that number is obese, so they is big backs.
All right.
Stats say it.
All right. So, and Brandy says this: big back ladies, his current wife isn't petite, so
she overweight too. I don't get no. I don't share no stand with her.
He said, "Hey, anybody can get it."
She overweight too. We work on it all the time. I work out all the time. She work out. She's back to trying to get her stuff right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gradually trying to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't get her no slack. I mess with her all the time too. I be like, hey, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, the numbers are staggering. It's 80% of black women in the community is overweight, and 80% of that number. Did you hear the stat? 80% of that number is obese. So they be talking about, oh, I'm this, I'm that, because the fat land in all the right places. Because they got big breasts and big butt, but they be overweight. It is the truth. It's the truth, man. So, okay, I want to address some things. So I don't filter what I say. That's what the problem is right now. They want you to say it the way they want to hear it and want to perceive it. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff I say is for shock value. I've been funny all my life. I get on here. I ain't trying to. My actual live life, I change the community. Over here on Facebook, I'm just trolling and stuff. So, man, what I say on Facebook, I ain't trying to change nobody. If you ain't gonna change yourself, I can't change you on Facebook. So I be on here having fun. But in my real life community, what I do in my community, that show, like, no people tend to be out there waiting for me. We about to go out there and have a good time out there, man. This is what goes on right here in my community. So, what I say on Facebook, if you in your feelings, see, that's what another thing. I don't deal in feels, I deal in real. So, if you in your feelings, get out your feelings and understand. If you got a big bank, you need to work on it. If you got kids by multiple men, you need to pick better men. All right, so I want to address the allegations about my mom and my brother and them. So yeah, I do make six figures. I ain't never scared of that, but I don't be promoting how much money I make because I am in an elite class. I put my little W-2s on Facebook, which I shouldn't have did because I don't got to prove nothing to nobody my income, but I did and I erased it. I took it off there, bro. But 15% of all men in the United States make over $100,000. So I get hats off to anybody. I type for anybody that can do 100 bands in a year. I mean, because it takes work. You ain't just gonna get 100 bands unless you really unless you make a salary. And ain't that many black men that's CEOs and all stuff making $100,000. So other than that, you got to work to do a lot of overtime. The numbers.
Real quick question. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
All right, hey, the man got the sixes checked off, ladies. He over 6 feet.
I got this.
He in six pack shape, and he makes six figures. So, hey, the man got a right to toot his own horn. Can the man? Hey, the proof is in the pudding. Can the man toot his own horn? Brandy says. Let me get Brandy comment real quick. Brandy says, so you're talking about and basically shaming your wife too. I think Brandy on his end, he's pointing out the fact that, hey, his wife is in the same category that he's saying. So he's not trying to get on black women and not get on his wife. He's saying that, hey, anybody can get it if they fit the profile. 80%.
No, my wife upstairs listening right now. I can hear her talking in the background talking about shut up, stupid. so she know I be on. I'm almost done. She ready to go. Yeah, I'm almost. I always be on my wife about staying healthy and stuff. Yeah, because we doing traveling and all type of stuff. So she got to be able to rock climb with me, get on the bungee cords and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reason why I want her to stay in shape because man, we be doing we are hiking and all type of stuff. So not only that, it's just for health purposes, man. But I want to say about the allegations about my mom and my brother and them poor and all that stuff. I mean, I grew up poor. I ain't got no shame in that. They try to shame us, and a lot of us grew up poor anyway. So how y'all you try to talk about me for being poor, and you grew up in the same boat? You know what I'm saying? So one thing for sure, my mama worked at the rescue mission, right? My mama, just like everybody else, she want to give back to the community. My mama's 66 years old, man. She worked like 4 hours off the day. She go there and give back, and she get paid to do it, working in the kitchen, feeding the homeless. Right, somebody supposed to be doing. My mama's husband, he's a journeyman welder. He make $35 to $40 an hour. My mama got her own house with like 7 cars, man. People know my mama. You look on my mama page, Deborah Jackson, nigga. She dressed up fly every Sunday. Her and her husband matching from head to toe. My mama ain't never poor, man, but she came from a long way. I just try to give y'all a little backstory of her story, right? So. My brother, them, I ain't gonna put too much of their business out there. My brother, he got 2 jobs. One, he a manager at McDonald's. The other one, he's a supervisor at Means and Saginaw. making 80K salary a year. They try to shame me without no facts. You know what I'm saying? And then his baby mama he stayed with, she's the other supervisor on the other shift. That means she just bought. Shout out to her. She just bought a whole Range Rover. She got a Rover just like my wife got. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't got to like try to throw out how much money I'm making. Man, the proof is in the pudding. The people down here in Carbondale know me. They know that I be balling out, but I don't have. I'm humble. My humbleness starts at that I know God gave this to me. You know what I'm saying?
All right, comment.
So,
Latoya Baker. She says so he's intentionally being demeaning for shock value. Just want to clarify that was his answer to my question.
So they use shaming tactics like bash and demean and all that stuff. The truth is the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been on here talking stuff. I've been a jokester all my life. You know what I'm saying? So when the bitter sisterhood, when I say something they don't like, and it's shaming and bashing and who hurt you, your mama black, you married a single mama and all that stuff. My lived experience don't got nothing to do with what y'all did. Y'all got them crappy lies. You can't get mad at me because I pointed out. I don't even point it out personally to this girl, Toya Booker. She's a baby mama. I don't do that. I just put the facts out there and I say it. See, what they don't like is 76% of all households is ran by single mothers. They pick these deadbeats and get mad at me because I call it out. Like I called out day before yesterday about these niggas just want to rap. All they want to do is rap all day. Like, y'all 30, 45 years old, man, go get a job, man. Y'all sit out here and want to rap and all that stuff, man. We don't got time for that, man.
Hey, ladies.
And we know what the rap community do to us.
Hey, ladies, do y'all give him credit for calling out the men for trying to be rappers well into their late 30s, late 40s even?
Gang banging. And they 40 years old gang banging.
Hold on. And he's also calling out the gang culture, the thug culture. He's calling that out in men. Can he get a little credit for being able to go at the men as he's going against the women? Or do y'all only see what he says about the women? Do tell.
No, they don't like what I say about the women because they want to make their mistakes and don't want nobody to call them out on it. Oh, I was in an abusive relationship, man. Y'all women be verbally abusing these men on a daily basis. They just call themselves trying to shame me on Facebook about some stuff that happened with somebody I really loved and admired, man. I miss that girl, man. Rest in peace to her. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She died on. No, I ain't gonna get all into it though. But man, rest in peace to her and my son, man. So you know that was really something that touched my heart. But the chick that called herself trying to shame me, she can't shame me because I don't got no. I told him I live a life. My life is an open book. I wouldn't come on here and dare say nothing out the way, and they can like throw me in the mud and put me in the ground. You can't put me in the ground. They tried to though. And then I still stand on my page on that post and still went back at it, man. They even had a little Simpson in the comment talking stuff. Like I went on him. You see, I call him Shamar, the little crippled chick that act like a dude. The dude look like he looks just like him. So you know, I call out everybody. I said I'm gonna take a break from Facebook because I blew up Facebook. I get on Facebook and blow up any time. You know what I'm saying? I'm the young Kevin Sandwich with a sprinkle of Charleston White. So. Yo, I bring the raw, the real. I ain't scared of none of these folks because ain't none put no money in my pocket. They ain't never helped me, man. And a lot of them folks, you know, the median income from women is $36,000 a year. The median income for this is for the black woman. The median income for a black man is $42,000 a year, roughly $20 an hour. Y'all can't shame me when I'm making over 120 bands. You can't shame me. They love to talk about you dusty, you broke. Call me that. I'm ugly, but call me broke.
The man can talk his shit, y'all. Hey, I gotta say, the man can talk his shit because he's the proof in the pudding. Do y'all?
I'm ugly, call me broke. And people in my community know, man. That's why I reached back in my community because I wanted to, you know, give back because I know there's a lot of people over there need help. I ain't just make a lot of money and then leave it like it is. And next time you want to talk about my mama and my brother, say it to them, nigga, because they doing way good. They be on here trying to sell insurance and retail and rental and all that, thinking they rental and all that stuff, man. Y'all they barely making coins, man. I just be laughing at them like that though, bro. I don't have to promote how much money I make. You know what I'm saying? But they can't say I know it's time to go. They can't shame me about nothing I do, man, because I don't hide from nobody, man.
All right, so
that's
why
the thing.
Why the back and forth with the ladies for hours at a time?
So I went back and forth. I went back and forth with her because she started up with you talk to your mama like that. And then when I said what I said, another chick jumped on there and said, I'm disrespectful AF. They tagged me in it, so I'm going to respond. And, you know, like a lot of women, black women, they super masculine, they hyper masculine, they very aggressive and combative. So, I mean, I was having fun, you know what I'm saying? Like today, I'm about to be on Facebook for like a couple of days. I got stuff going on. And even like I said, when the nigga jumped on there talking stuff, I really went directly with him. I told him I'm smoking on his dead homies and all other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm out there in them crazy streets being relentless. But, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't take Facebook for only a grain of salt because my live life, dude, I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm like me and my wife, we trying to get our facility off the ground where we actually be doing a mentoring, tutoring, after school program where we'll be feeding and after school and summer program where we will be feeding them after school and doing youth and mentoring tournaments. So we trying to get that our establishment all the ground. You know, all the stuff I'm doing is federally and state funded. So, you know, I went out there and did my homework. I love my wife, man. She wanted this. Man, I love her for that, man. I say my wife don't work. She dedicated to her guardian angel and her kids. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all y'all working with me, but y'all can work till y'all like 65 years old. Y'all destroying y'all bodies.
We got a comment
because y'all don't want no man.
I'm gonna let you get your shit off for your closing, but I want to say this. Brandy says, why you get on here knowing he ain't had time? I want to say we only asked for an hour. It went fast though. That hour went fast. Hey, we were smooth with it. That man got his shit off. Hold on. Now, then she says, now he gotta go. All right.
Hey, Brandy. Hey, Brandy.
B. Cooper got on here. She said, knowing this live be for hours. Hey.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some more key, man, because a lot of stuff in my life, man, dude. I've been through a lot of stuff.
We didn't even get into the bag. So, hey, go ahead and get on some parting words. I know you got to jump off, bro. Go ahead and get on some parting words. I'm gonna stay on here for another 15 of them.
All right, I ain't gonna say no females. I ain't gonna say nothing out the way about y'all, man. I love black women, man, for sure. Every woman I ever been with, I always left them better than what they was when they met me. So I love black women, man. I love y'all. I just want us to do better. Hey, I tell people, man, Facebook ain't for promoting church. If you want God, go to church. Facebook ain't promoting all this stuff because we ain't trying to hear what nobody else got to say. You know, I got 1,200 people on my Facebook friends. You think that you know how big that is compared to the vast in the world, a small minority. So what y'all are hearing, people in California ain't gonna never know who I am unless I make it. So you know, they be so high-minded and think that they all that and what they say really means something. Y'all, what none of us say really mean nothing. The most y'all got is like 5,000 followers, man. We small up in here. So stop acting like y'all big ball and big heads and all that stuff, man. Y'all not. And I'm not either. But I can get on Facebook and say what I want to say. And that's the fact. Because I ain't got nothing to hide.
All right. Beatrice Cooper said, you can't say every woman is destroying their body because I want to work. I love working and giving back to my community. That's why I'm furthering my education for the youth future. Hey, shout out to that, B. Cooper. I like that.
I know.
All right. Hey, bro, you gave us your parting words. You can go ahead and dip if you need to. We can jump back on here.
I will. Let me say, man, when I speak in generality. I didn't say every woman. I said majority. See, they be so caught up in their feelings, they don't even hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, y'all, if y'all want some more of me, man, I got a lot of stuff that I really want to get out, man. If y'all want some more of me, hit Willie up, hit me up on my page, man. Like I say, I ain't trying to hurt nobody, so it's not personally directed to nobody, man. But, man, the truth is the truth. And, one more thing. BlackDemographic.com, yo, that's where all the stats is by black men, people for black people. If y'all want to see some real stats, it's not the white man stats, and go check out BlackDemographics.com, and that's where all the facts and stats and statistics. I get a lot of mine from there because it's for black people by black people. So if you really want to see the stats and stop dealing in feelings and look at the numbers, that's where it's at, y'all. So BlackDemographics.com.
How can people find you? How can people find you?
I'm the Trigger King on all social media platforms. IG is Trigger. It's the Trigger _King. Facebook is the Trigger King. So, hey, y'all, man, I'm gonna lay off triggering so much because I feel like that, I had like 20 of them on me yesterday, man. they wasn't playing though, dog. And I had the Simpson and Betas in there. They was on me though yesterday, dude. I had to fight my own, and then it was like 12 hours worth of talking. Right then, right at the end, after they done dug out all they can, they come up with this story about me allegedly and all that stuff, man. Hey, yo, they just be mad because they be out. Majority of them be out of the date market, and all these young women. It's just an 18 and 19-year-old born and festered every day. So men always wanted a younger woman anyway. So hey, y'all just got to do better because these women out here, it's a competition out here. They think it's not. Man, women putting on makeup, putting on small dresses, twerking all the time. That's for attention of men, man. That's what they do it for. So they be trying to act like it ain't no competition. Y'all get outbeat by these young women, and they going to school. 76% of women in the black community is in college, bro. They getting their bag, and I ain't mad at them for doing it. But don't forget about the average black man, man. We need love too. I'm out. Gotta go, bro.
All right, peace.
Hey, yo, I'll be posting my videos on my Guardian Angels Facebook page. Go check it out. Hey, don't be trying to put no hate on my Guardian Angel page because it all gets filtered too.
Right on.
She said so. My wife said so. Better not. They better not put nothing on her page. That's her. What you say, lady?
They better not put nothing on my page.
They better not put nothing on her page. That's a black woman talking for you.
I better keep it respect. We got
my wife's submissive because she let me do what I want to do in the household because she have respect to know that I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna do right for my family. But hey, so she don't play. So she gonna say what she gonna say to me and she gonna move on. But she ain't gonna be arguing on Facebook like the rest of them big back ladies. Them BBLs be on there arguing with me.
Hey,
look at the house, nigga. We got lofts and stuff in the house and all type of stuff, man. I ain't thinking about what they talk about, man.
I see you, bro. I see you, bro.
I gotta go. Hey, she telling me let's go. Hey, I want to show her. I want to put her on here, man.
Let's go. Here, holla at y'all later. We got business to take care of.
That's my black queen, man.
Hello.
All right, right on.
All right.
Beautiful wife. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. I'll let you.
All right.
Yo, hey, that was wild, y'all. Hey, Tamandol he was going in on the work. Hey, I'm gonna try to stay on here for a few more minutes. I'm finna go in. Let me hold on. Put this link up. All right. All right. Latrice said this was very hard to watch. Latrice, what was hard? What did he do wrong? Tell us what he did wrong. All right. Latoya Baker said, yup, she co-signed it. Hey, the man just got to get his shit off. We let him go ahead, pop his shit. He got to talk about his upbringing. He talked about the allegations that was against him. He talked about black men being in hood and gang culture and perpetuating it. And he got on the women. Throughout this whole thing, I didn't see many men jump on and be like, hey, not all. I didn't see many men hit him with the who hurt you. So we're going to take a few minutes, talk about it. Let this simmer down. We've been live now for an hour, 10 minutes. I only asked him for an hour, y'all, to go ahead and get his shit off. But the hour went fast. Hey, Brady, shout out to the homie, Brady. Brady say, nigga Walker making all that money and won't get braces and chapstick. We're talking about women with big backs. Hey. Brady, you cold-blooded. Maybe he got braces in his future. You got to go visit the orthodontist, right? But other than that, hey, like I said, I'm going to be on here for a few more minutes. I'm going to go in here, refill my coffee, give me a couple minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to button this shit up. So one moment. Let me find what I need real quick. Loop this shit. Let me see. All right. Hey, don't wait till this man get off air and then start popping y'all shit. Come on now. All right, yeah. Don't wait till you get off air and then start getting on. But the man came on. He gave y'all the heat. He was here for the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gave him some good pushback. I feel like I gave him good pushback. Let him get his shit off, but at the same time, talk about the issues that was affecting everybody. Latrice, let's see what she says. Latrice, I don't dwell in negativity. Anyone that says these things purposely to trigger people and for shock value sounds like he needs attention. I mean, I can understand how you got there, Miss Goodwine. At the same time, to need attention, the man has a wife and children that give him attention. I feel maybe he needs attention on the internet. Maybe he's trying to build a brand in these internet streets. After all, he is going by Trigger King. So I think he's actually trying to trigger people, but I think he's trying to trigger from I don't know. Like I said, it's more so about constructive criticism and destructive criticism. Criticizing people to be destructive is not healthy. That's really hating. Criticizing people to be constructive, though, is a good thing, right? So I'll let y'all be the judge on what y'all think that is. But like you said, purposely triggering people is not the way. All right, let's see. Who we got here? DeMarco King. At the end of the day, dude spoke his truth. Love it or hate it, y'all. Gotta at least give him a few points for consistency. And that's my big thing. DeMarco, on that point right there, like I judge men by the principles that they're willing to live by. I'm not a Christian, right? But if I run into a man who lives truly by that Bible and the tenets of the Bible and lives by the teachings of Jesus Christ, hey, I can respect him. He got something to stand on, right? Same thing with the Muslim. Hey, I can respect you. You got something to stand on. It's the man that can waver any direction that is hard for me to respect. It's the man that can never give you a consistent view that's hard for me to respect. This man, like you said, love him or hate him, hey, he stay consistent. He kind of heavy-handed on the women, in my opinion. He heavy-handed on the women. So on my end, it's more so about don't associate me with these viewpoints. While I can give this man a platform, while I can have this man as a friend that can come and contribute to my podcast, to my lives, to my threads, to my posts, at the same way, I don't in any way endorse this man's viewpoints full-heartedly, because he has an approach and a way of doing things that is, in my opinion, counterproductive to what I'm trying to do. So on my end, I more so want to give him a chance and an outlet to be able to get his shit off from time to time. And as y'all can see in that hour span, the hour went. It went like that. So next time when we do this, I want to make sure that we give him some more time, that we can get more people on here, maybe have a panel that everybody can give some pushback on. So we're going to put some things together. Word Overdose. This is my channel. Word Overdose TV on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're going to be all over the place. Brandy got a new one. What Brandy talking about? What Brandy talking about? Nah. He's very offensive and contradicting. So I would like to know what is he saying that is contradictory? What is he saying that is contradictory? And also, if he's using statistics, if he's using actual facts, I wonder if he actually is being offensive. Like if he actually trying to tell the truth from his vantage point, like, hey, if I'm looking out this window, this is what I see. If we don't like what he's reporting on, we can't really say it's offensive, though, can we? So I don't know. But it's up to anybody that's interpreting. Whatever y'all think it is what it is for you, right? But on my end, like I said, I want to be able to have a lot of folks on here be able to get their sides of the story. I'm still trying to get my homie Brandy on here for a one-on-one just to talk about the art of making candles, business-wise, right? I want to be able to get folks on to talk about various topics. I want to be able to get my girl B Cooper on here to talk about relationship dynamics. Latoya said he never answered her question. All right, so we're gonna be able to let him go through here at some point and be able to Latoya. Now you know damn well that man is gonna be in them comment section all night tonight, making threads that are 100 times long. So be ready for it. DeMarco said, yeah, well, I don't agree with the approach fully, but he definitely made some shit shake. And that's the truth. Like it or not, y'all, this is something that I want y'all to really realize. Whether you like it or not, the Trigger King, Tamandol, he moved the needle. Tamandol is one of those guys that is so polarizing that people tune in just to hate him, right? People tune in just to be triggered. So when people tune in to be triggered, hey, that makes for good quality view, right? So, and that's why that hour went so fast, because it was just rolling. Hey, the man get into his bag, you let him talk, you pull that string out the back and just let him go ahead and get his shit off, right? All right, Brandy, let's see what Brandy talking about. The comment about women with children having a low sexual value, yet he married a woman with a child. Hey, shout out to the homie Brandy right here. Hey, she right on that. Me and him talking about this before. To discourage men to marry single mothers while you yourself have married a single mother is a bit contradictory. Now, from the explanation that I got, he said that he wants to break generational curses. So a curse that affected him, that put him in a position to marry a single mother, he wouldn't wish upon his children. To that, I say this. He credited his wife for being such a major influence in his life, right? If it wasn't for his wife and his wife's family, he wouldn't be the man that he is today, right? So if that is the case, it's irregardless of breaking a generational curse. A good woman is a good woman, whether she come with kid or not, right? Whether she come with children in tow or not, she can still be a good woman. Oh, y'all. Hey. The man ain't here to defend himself. Let's not get on here clowning him when he ain't here to defend himself. It sounded like he needed a place to stay because the young girl left him down there. Hey, that brings up a point about what is it? We call it the hobosexual. The hobosexual is a person that is only sexually attracted to you because he needs some place to stay or because she needs a place to stay. Homosexuals come in both genders. I don't think the man was in a position to be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? I think he was more so he found the good one down there. He was able to work with her, and damn, look how many years later they still working, y'all. Like damn. Like if you just need a place to stay, once you get yourself together, you be out, right? All right. So I don't know. All right, let's see what our next comment. Brandy again. Let's see what Brandy talking about now. All right. He said a woman didn't help him because become successful, but then said he wouldn't be where he is today without his wife. True. Contradictory much. He better learn to profit from it if he's going to be put that much effort into it. Maybe he is. I don't know. Anyway, I like this setup you have. Looking forward to future guests. For sure. We're going to be doing a lot of one-on-ones, y'all. We're going to be doing a lot of conversations like this where we just going to have folks come in the comment section and, hey, ask your questions away. I want to interview business owners. I want to talk about relationship topics. I want to talk about sports. I want to get a variety of different guests. We want to talk to different artists. If you got a rapper, if you know a rapper, if you got somebody that you want to see get put on, if somebody want to market their business, all that good stuff. If you have a community activist that wants to work with the city, want to work with his community anywhere, him or her, let us know. We get him on that right? All right, B. Cooper, the homie. But he also said that no women can bring a good thing out of a man. And this, like I said, guys, this is where ideologies be different at. So on my end, I keep hearing, this is why I had to get him on here for a solo interview. For the last week or so, I keep hearing, Willie Lee, you and Tamandol. See, Willie Lee, you and Tamandol. See, Tamandol and Willie, And I'm like, damn, when did we become a package deal? Hey, on my end, he got his own thing he do. I got my own thing I do, right? On my end, I'm trying to be a businessman. I'm trying to meet mayors. I'm trying to get into certain kind of rooms, right? So certain kind of ideologies I can't wholeheartedly endorse or embrace. On my end, I'm for the nuclear family. I'm for Black self-love, eradicating Black self-hate. I feel like the Black man and the Black woman are two sides of the same coin. You can't admonish one side of the coin and praise the other side. You can't even fix one side of the coin without at least attempting to fix the other side of the coin, right? So even in a perfect world, if we get all Black men tightened up, Black men, get your shit straight, get yourself together, become providers, get these opportunities, take advantage of it, quit being lazy. We get the Black man straight, tightened up, right? What is the woman he gonna have to deal with, right? And if we try to build up the Black woman, why I got to be at the expense of the Black man? So that's where I be at on these topics, guys. All right, Latrice, he said he was left there all alone. Hey, Tamandol, when you get over here, you're gonna have to face these allegations from Latrice of being a homosexual. I personally think you had a good woman that came into your life at the appropriate time. You made it work with her. And even though you was in a position of desolate that you needed help, she was able to render aid. You appreciated it, and y'all living happily ever after. Hey, hats off. A lot of women can stand and have that kind of situation. All right. Brady over here co-signing, of course. All right. And B said, yeah, when he tagged you and the other man, I was like, y'all views are different. And that's my big thing. Hey, let me make sure folks understand this on my end, because maybe I won't be clear on this. Man, I be having way too much stuff going on to be getting phone notifications. Getting phone notifications to help in a fight that I ain't in. I ain't participating. I'm not participating in this gender war. Hey, I'm not participating in the gender war. I have no desire to participate in a gender war. On my end, I'm just viewing from the outside, kicking knowledge, right? And tugging on a coat or two. Like, hey, you might need to move a little different if you want different results, right? Let's break some generational curses. Now, I'm out here taking care of business, running the streets, getting different things accomplished and situated, and I get notification, hey, all right, the homie, he tagged me or something. Let me go see what it is. I get on there, and it's nothing but drama. And damn, do I love living a drama-free life. Like, who don't love drama-free, right? And if you're gonna be, if I'm gonna find myself in drama, and this is legit, y'all. If I'm gonna find myself in drama, I'd rather it be drama of my own personal doing, right? I'd rather it be drama that I brought upon my life, not some drama that you in. Like, hey, come help me out real quick. I'm not part of gang. I'm not part of gang, y'all. I'm not on the I'm not one of the what is it? I'm not part of the woman hating crew. I love ladies. I'd rather talk to women than men if we're gonna go there. All right, Latrice, I have no interest in having any conversation with that man, but you still bringing him up, Latrice. Come on, Miss Goodwine. Miss Goodwine. That man got a right to defend himself, right? I think that post went way too far. Hey, I agree, B. I think that post. I didn't even read everything. After about the 6th hour, I had to go ahead and turn notifications off for that post. I was like, nah. I see my homegirl Rosemary going at it with him. I see Shanita going at it with him. These are all women I love and know, right? I love these women. I grew up with these women. So I'll be looking at it more so like, hey, I ain't trying to see these women go back and forth with fellas. And I feel like it's distasteful, in my opinion, to argue with folks in a city where you're not at. Like, hey, you antagonizing a whole group in a whole region of the country, and you have no desire to get there and actually stand across from these folks. So I feel like that's not my cup of tea. That's not what I do. That's on my end. I want to say this also about Saginaw women. I want to say this about Saginaw women. And I'm going to get to Latrice. Miss Goodwine's comment in a second. And y'all, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button so that this can grow in the algorithm, right? But I want to say this in regards to Saginaw women. I got my first kiss from a Saginaw woman, right? I lost my virginity to a Saginaw woman. I went on my first date with a Saginaw woman. My first girlfriend, my first committed relationship, Saginaw woman. Yo, because I'm off the market, right? But I had a young lady that for the better part of our 20s, we just met up all at different places around the country. And I took this woman on dates wherever we would find ourselves in the same city. What, you in this city? Let's go hit the streets. I would love to court you, right? I courted this woman all over the country. Never smashed. Saginaw woman, right? So on my end, I got a Saginaw woman as a baby mama. So on my end, I look at it more so like I have a special place in my heart for the women of Saginaw. Yeah, I got a special place in my heart for the women that, especially the women that grew up on that Saginaw's 80s water. That water from Saginaw in the 80s. Hey, we got built strong, y'all. So all my folks back then, I always give love to the Saginaw men because I feel like we are superheroes. But I know some phenomenal, awesome, great Saginaw women. I just got to go there, y'all. I got great memories with all of them, actually. You know? All right. Let's see what Latrice said. I like intellectual conversation, not with anyone whose mission is to get underneath people's skin. Preach. I'm too busy being a financial bestie and operating my own Latrice Goodwine, Allstate Insurance. Hey, shout out to Latrice, Allstate Insurance. Latrice Goodwine, Allstate Insurance. Make sure y'all look her up. Latrice, let us know your city you in so folks can know if they need insurance in the area, they can hit up the home. But on my end, yeah. On my end, I'll be looking at it. All right, Latrice says she in Saginaw, y'all. So let me make sure I put her up. Latrice Goodwine. Latrice Goodwine, Allstate Insurance. If you need insurance and you're in the Saginaw area, make sure you hit her up. Hey, Latrice, I want to ask a question while we on this, though. Hey, I might need you. If I bring a trailer up there, I'm trying to be able to bring power washing to mid-Michigan. Do you offer business insurance? I would need the kind of insurance that can insure for damages up to $500K. So if you do business insurance as well, we might can politic, homie. All right, and look at that. Hey, gotta show love to the folks. Gotta show love to my people. But yeah, y'all. I look at it more so like on my end, I want to be able to reach a lot of people. I want to be able to grow these channels, but I don't want to grow them the wrong way. I don't want to grow them on the backs of my own people. I think a lot of us gonna have to get an understanding though that just because we say stuff that you may not agree with, I might say things that may hit you the heart or may give you a good gut punch. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. It don't mean that I don't want what's best for you. It don't mean that I actually want to see you fail. If anything, I want to see more of us succeed. I always say, see you at the top. Like, hey, we're gonna enjoy the view from the top together. We're gonna clink glasses at the top together. I don't want to be at the top by myself, right? So how I'm gonna get there is the way I'm gonna get there. How you gonna get there is the way you gonna get there. But self-sabotage should never be a reason why you don't make it. Moving all foul, moving wrong, showing poor character, having a lack of dick discipline, vagina discipline. That should not be the reason why you don't make it, right? So with all that being said, hey, I'll be looking at it like we can all work together. We can all make some strides. We can all make our dreams come true, and we can all eat together. If you feel like eating with me, join in a live one day. Hit me in the inbox. on any of these social media devices. Word Overdose TV is the channel. Willie Lee HM is how you find me on Twitter. That's my personal. HM Power Wash is the business. I'm gonna give y'all that business one more time. That my business commercial one more time before I jump out of here. What's up, good folks? Your boy Willie Lee, House of Halfberry, GodColor.com. By the way, check this out. I want to talk to you guys today about who you willing to live for. Like, we know you would say, I'd die for mine, right? I'd die for mine. I'm willing to kill for mine, right? Well, if you're willing to die for somebody and you're willing to kill for somebody, why not live for them? See, because living requires, living. Like, you gotta actually be there for that process. You kill somebody, you go to prison, you gone for 30. You jump in front of a bus and push your children out the way, you gone. And your memory can live on, but you ain't gonna be there, right? And it's a certain finality to that. So it's easier, I would say, to be willing to die for somebody, to be willing to kill somebody, right? But what about living for somebody? Like, say you got children, say you got a wife, children, or you got a husband, children, to my goddess and my God colored man. It's much more difficult to say, you know what, I gotta start investing. I gotta start investing time. I gotta start investing money, stocks, bonds, real estate. Folks, that's the end. That's gonna conclude this video. Make sure y'all like, comment. We're gonna keep the party going. I'm sure Tamandol gonna check out the rest of this video later on this evening and go itemize each and every comment one by one. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well. Hey, we out of here. Peace.